What a year it has been so far, everybody, here in the Los Angeles Rams franchise rebuild. It's year number 10, and we have won 5 straight games to open this season. We're coming out of the bye week. Can we stay hot in a potential trap game against the 2-4 New York Jets? They have really struggled this year so far, especially on defense, despite still having Sauce Gardner and a couple of other good playmakers. But their offense has been top 10, especially through the air. They brought in Jonathan Taylor as a free agent. He has been getting some carries as the backup running back and occasionally will have more than their starter. But their quarterback, Darnell Haynes, has played a very clean season so far. Only a couple of picks, more touchdowns and passing yards than our quarterback does. So they have a chance here to win this game, and it is once again at MetLife Stadium. We're here in week 2, and we took down the Giants to give them their only loss on the year to this point. They're 5-1. And if you look down below, the Falcons just took down the no longer undefeated Packers. They were 6-0, now they're 6-1. The Falcons moved to 5-2. So if we can win this game, we will have sole possession of first place in the NFC. First play, it's David Parson for a gain of 20 yards. We will start with the football here, a chance to get out to an early lead on this first possession. Perry Kaysen gets the first carry for the Rams, and there was an issue here. I did notice that after Allen missed 1 or 2 games because of a practice injury, the game decided to take him out of the starting role. So in the first half at least, Perry Kaysen was the main running back in this game. And here on third down, Jordan Davis, or second down rather, is shaken up. That will take us to third down and 16 after that hold a few plays back. Wagner going back, and he's taken down by Chuck Blatchford. And the Rams will have to punt after only first down or 2. The Jets take over from their 30. Their first play from scrimmage. Through the air, over the middle, and caught. Just across the 50, it's Trent Sims. Next play, they hand it off. The ball is out. Harrell lost it. It's recovered by Jonathan Dotson. And I believe that ball was punched out by Quincy Vasnites. Should be a replay here soon. Initial tackle made by Finch, and that is a punch out by Vasnites. That right hand fist underneath his arm. And we take over just across midfield again. Kaysen on the ground, nothing there. From the 48, clean pocket for Wagner. Parson makes the grab. He's got both of them so far through the air. The audible on 3rd and 1. Over the middle, incomplete. Overthrew Parson, just let him too much. And we're going to stay out there. Getting aggressive here early on. 4th and 1, and not on the same page with David Jackson. Pass thrown behind him this time. 2 straight misses from Wagner. And that drive ends up going nowhere. The Jets take over, trying to pass it, but he can't get it off. Quincy Vasnites, another big play. A sack this time on Haynes. The loss of 13 yards. Long way to go here on second down. They're going to get 10 of it back or so here. That's going to bring up 3rd down and long. Haynes facing pressure, and the pass is offline. On target for Sims. But Richards in coverage. Nothing there for New York. 1st and 10 Rams. Our 3rd drive here in the game. Kaysen up the guts. Around 7 yards. His best run in this first quarter. Half the quarter left. Outside. Achane turns upfield and has a first down. And we are right back in the Jets territory. Gonna keep it in the air. It's caught once again. David Parson. Plenty of targets early on. From the 26, this is Stoudemire reaching across. Does not get the first down, but just a yard short. HN in the game now in the backfield. He'll get the reception inside the 15. And that will bring up 1st and 10 from the 11. Essentially 1st and goal. Wagner looking for the end zone. It's caught. David Jackson hauls it in. What a great throw. A really nice drive. And we are on the board finally to take the lead here in the first quarter. The PAT from rookie kicker Glenn Douglas is up and good. He is still perfect on the season so far, and his PATs, his field goals, has yet to have any major screw-ups in simming or in watching. It's been fantastic for us. Been a big fan of him, and the ball's out on the return. Duggan couldn't hang on. And we're going to take over at the 20-yard line. So we had that same exact thing happen last episode to end the first half, and now we force a fumble on their kick return. And we take over in the red zone. Gonna throw it, David Jackson. A yard shy of the 10. Wagner 8 for 10 through the air. We give it to Kaysen for the first down up to the 6. Trevor Offord now in the game. He'll get the carry. Trying to fight his way up to the 2. On 2nd and goal. Kaysen back in. He'll get the carry, but he's all swallowed up in the backfield. A loss of 3. That is the end of this first quarter. Rams knocking on the door, but the Jets a potential goal line stand here to open this second quarter. 3rd and goal from the 5. Trips top of your screen. Wagner looking their way, and he overthrew Stoudemire. All 3 incompletions right now are Wagner's faults. And that was a big one right there, because now we settle for a field goal instead of a gimme touchdown. That is a go-ahead touchdown right there. And that could be costly. 10-0 Rams. Jets take over, trying to put their first points on the board. Riley, not much there on that reception. And now a screen on 2nd down. This is Sims again. From the 37-yard line, it's stumped off for Harrell. He breaks a tackle and gets around 6. Back to the air, and it's Riley again, turning upfields. Across the 40-yard line, they're in Rams territory. And within field goal range as well. That was almost intercepted by Richards. Incomplete. Garrett Wilson the target that time. He'll dump it for Sims. He gets around 5. 3rd down. Haynes has pressure in his face. Quincy Basnight having a huge first half already. And still plenty of time to play. The field goal from McPherson is through the uprights. And the Jets are on the board. So again, right now, if we would have had that completion of Stoudemire in the end zone, then it's 14-3 right now instead of 10-3. So a 1-score game versus a potential 2-score game. He misses that throw and then links up with Perry Kaysen here on the wheel routes to bring up 3rd and shorts. It is caught. Stoudemire with a tough grab in traffic. I think that was Sauce Gardner there in coverage. And he still hauls it in. Just shy of our own 40. Kaysen plugging ahead for around 5. Not being very efficient here on the ground, but we're at least still doing a decent job. Demarius Allen's first carry is going to actually lose a yard. So he is healthy, he's just not playing as much as usual. David Jackson up to the 50-yard line to keep the drive alive. And right now I did make the change to put Allen back over Kaysen in terms of the main running back carries, and we'll keep Kaysen as the power back for now, but I'm not really sure why they reset the depth charts. But Achane comes in and he gets nothing. In fact, a loss of 2. 2nd and 12, we're going to hand the ball off, and I just can't get behind this play call. Why would you hand it off on 2nd and 12? And why would you hand it off on 3rd and 13? Look how much time left there is in the half. What was the game plan there? We just gave up on this drive out of the blue. I don't get it. So, I guess we'll just give the ball back to New York, right? 2:55 to go in the half. It was a great punt by our rookie punter, B.J. Lauderdale. A start from the 4-yard line. On the ground, Jonathan Taylor finally gets the carry. It's his first carry of the entire game. His first snap of the game goes for 5 yards. And now a completion hauled in by Sims, who continues to get targets here in the first half. Play fake on first down rather, and it's incomplete to bring up 2nd down. Just a drop right there. Gonna stick with the passing game. That's Harrell for only 3. We use our first timeouts. We're still inside their own 20 on 3rd and 7. Pressure coming. Haynes holds on too long. Warren Terry with his first sack. That forces the Jets punt. We have really good starting field position here, folks. We cannot screw this drive up. Completes. It's Parson up inside the red zone. That's how you start that possession. Got a tack on more to our lead before we reach the halftime break. Wagner has plenty of time. He dumps it for Allen, who breaks a tackle and will get around 5 yards. Really clean first half for Wagner so far, despite those few misses. Really no other problems except for that one right there. That's the only other incompletion. The first drop by a receiver in this game for us. But he goes right back to Parson. Gonna trust his tight end. We set up for a field goal. And this time it is the Rams scoring just before halftime, not our opponents. What a change. What a difference that'll make here. 10-point lead at halftime, 13-3. 35 offensive plays for us, only 18 for the Jets. That's been a big difference here in this one. Across the rest of the NFL, the Niners take down the Bears, who are now out of the Mahomes era over there. The Bills look to go to 7-0, facing the Broncos and Damon Craig, and they're up right now at halftime. Meanwhile, the Chiefs and rookie quarterback Sam McGee, or whatever his name is, are down to the Chargers at halftime. The Jets take over. They will have the ball to start the 3rd quarter, down by 10. From their 25, it is almost intercepted by Damon Johnston, and incomplete. 2nd down, pressure coming. Haynes has to get rid of it. Really good pressure so far by a lot of different players. Warren Terry, Quincy Badland especially has been a wrecking crew in this game. But they convert the first down. Trent Sims hauls that one in. He continues to get target after target. Now they're going to Jonathan Taylor on the ground. So Harrell had the fumble in the first half, and he has been essentially benched in this game. And now Taylor's lost the football. Was he down, though? They're going to say it's our ball, but there's going to be a booth review on this one. And I think he was down by contact. I think his elbow was down, and they're going to say he was. It'll stay with New York. 3rd and 6. We bring pressure. They pick it up and complete the pass to Garrett Wilson. His first grab of the entire game comes here in the 3rd quarter. But now they're going backwards. Darius Richards on that tackle for loss. They almost get a first down right afterwards. Riley picks up 12.5 to bring up 3rd and inches. Short throw right back to Riley, and they're in field goal range. Throw it. Rams bring 4. It's Riley again. 3 straight completions to him. And Warren Terry is shaken up on the play. He will exit the game. That's the 5th catch for Riley. They go to Taylor on the outside. Black's picked up, and he's in the end zone untouched. And the Jets have closed the gap all the way down to 3, PAT pending. It's up, and it's good from McPherson. Really good opening drive by the Jets. 11 plays, over 4 minutes off the clock. How can the Rams offense respond? First catch for Trevor Offord in this game comes here in the 3rd quarter. He saw Gardner shadowing him all day long, but he finally gets the best of him here. And now it's floated for Jackson. Beautiful throw by Jesse Wagner. You don't often see him throw these soft throws, but that was a beautiful toss right there. Now we're all the way up to their 25-yard line, and now inside the red zone. Right back to Jackson. 2nd down and 2. Over the middle, it's Offord. Touchdown Rams. A quick response right after a Jets touchdown drive. And we put our lead all the way back up to double digits. What's a response? Trevor Offord shows up here in the 3rd quarter after a quiet first half. The PAT is good from Douglas. A less than 2-minute drive. Took 4 plays to get in the end zone. That's how it's done. They're going to stick with the ground game, though. Jonathan Taylor opens their next drive on the ground. And he's already up to 32 yards on 5 carries. He'll get it again. Slipping between the tacklers. Another first down up the sideline and inside the Rams 40 just like that. That took them 2 plays. They're going to keep it on the ground. More blocking, and he's got 7 more. Just below 10 yards per carry. They're going to keep it with them. This is Harrell actually coming in, and he goes backwards. Carl Graham with that 3-yard tackle for loss to bring up 3rd down and 5, and it's jarred loose by Daniel Levy. I said last episode that he's had a pretty quiet year so far in terms of big plays, but that's a big one right there to hold the Jets to another field goal. It's up and good from McPherson, and it's back to a 1-score game. But Jesse Wagner 4 for 4 on his last drive. Can he keep it going here? With 2 to play in this 3rd quarter. Good protection here on 1st and 10, and he dumps it off, but it's batted away by Stokes in coverage. Now we're going to dump it off again. Trevor Offord somehow got 2 yards out of that. Now 3rd down, trying to avoid a 3-and-out. Wagner misses Stoudemire, who is flat-footed, not moving, and wide open. Just completely missed him off the mark. Had a couple of those in this game so far. A couple of costly ones. They all come on 3rd downs, I'm pretty sure. Another run for Jonathan Taylor, man. He is torching us right now. Just below 90 yards on 8 carries. Now he is over 10 per. All the way up to the Rams 45. Sims hauls it in for only 2 short ones. They're approaching field goal range yet again. Haynes over the middle. It's caught by Sims. This dude is having himself a monster day. That will end this 3rd quarter. Jets driving down by only 7 points. Start of the 4th quarter. And caught. Garrett Wilson, his 2nd reception here in this one. And it goes for a big 1st down. 8 yards shy of the red zone. Rams bring 3 this time. And the pass is batted away. Jonathan Dotson with the late breakup. Play action on 2nd down. Haynes has a good, clean pocket to throw. And he's got Garrett Wilson once again. 1st and 10 Jets. Pretty much 1st and goal. They need 10 yards. They get 9 of it to Sims. Can somebody stop this guy, please? In the end zone and somersaulting over 2 defenders. It's Harrell in the end zone. And they have tied the ball game. Here to open this 4th quarter. 9 minutes left to play in a tie ball game. The Jets trying to complete this trap game win. We stood on the ground with Allen. Huge broken tackle. for a big first down. Gonna stick with him. He fakes somebody out, gets around 5 more. He's already running a lot better than Perry Kaysen did. Almost got him offside. Kaysen gets the carry and has a big run up the sideline, but another flag is down. Another flag, man. This happened earlier in this game, and this one's coming back again. This time it's Avila with the penalty. 2nd and 12, and we only get 4 of it back after a sliding grab by Jackson. 3rd down, and that is Demarius Allen with a false start. We're trying our best to end this drive ourselves. 3rd and 13, caught by Offord. He's inches short at midfield. And the Rams are going to stay out there. A very aggressive play call here in a tie game, but it's caught by the rookie fullback Barnett. What a massive, ballsy play call, but we get just enough to keep the drive going. Over the middle, Stoudemire hangs on. Gain of 6. We're trying to put ourselves back in the lead here on this drive, and now we're within field goal range for Glenn Douglas. First down. Jackson having a nice game so far. Plenty of grabs here. That one goes for 5. 2nd down, completed to Parson to move the chains again. Trying to milk this clock for all it's worth. Under 4 in regulation. There was a missed hold there on Kevin Campbell, but we'll take it. 4-yard gain there on that reception. And now back on the ground. Kaysen wrapped up by Gardner for no gain. Huge 3rd down for both teams. Wagner sheds a blindside sack and gets rid of it before it's too late. And we will settle for a field goal. That could have been a lot more worse than it actually was. Could have been a fumble, could have been a sack for a loss of yardage, but instead, it is a field goal, and we lead 23-20. They have all 3 timeouts, plus the warning, and 2:07 on the clock. Got to go 75 yards to take the lead. Gonna start through the air, and Haynes light his receiver too much. Next play, early pressure forces the check down, and there's nothing there. Only a 2-yard gain out of the warning. 3rd down. It is knocked away by Vance. Duggan can't haul it in. It's going to bring up 4th down. Trying to force a big 3-and-out here. Hit as he threw. It's batted away by Antonio Stroud. And Quincy Baslant with some huge pressure to force a really bad pass. And the Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Kaysen on the ground for 7 yards. In comes Demarius Allen. He'll get the carry on 2nd down for the first inside the 15. Gonna go right back to him. Nothing much that time. 1:38 left to go. The Jets just used their final timeouts. And there's no room to go for Allen. It's gonna bring up 3rd and 10. And the Rams are gonna pass the ball. Dangerous idea here. We just throw it away, but could have really taken off like 40 seconds there, but instead we throw it, take the field goal, and the Jets have time to go down the field and walk this game off. No timeouts, 46 seconds. They got to go 70 yards. First pass thrown away by Haynes. Next play, Rams bring 4. Haynes does the same exact thing. That is 6 seconds wasted. 3rd and 10. Haynes has to throw a completion here, but he throws it away again, facing pressure. This Rams front 4 having a really good week 7 right here in the Meadowlands. hands. Incomplete. Duggan dropped it. A day to forget for Duggan. And the Rams end up holding on 26-20. We are 6-0. What a start to year number 10. It keeps going. We outgained New York by nearly 90 yards. And once again, we are scoring consistent points quarter after quarter. Cannot really ask for much more than that. And Wagner, for the second straight game, has put together a really clean performance. Had a couple of really bad misses there, especially on that third down for the end zone. But he's still, outside of those couple of misses, which will happen in every game for every quarterback, still had a really solid game and really took care of the football very well. On defense, huge pressures by Baz Knight, Warren Terry, and others. A couple of sacks for us, which really held their offense in check. But it's not all good news. Warren Terry, after that sack, broke his ribs. He's out for 4 weeks. 4-week injury on one of our best defensive linemen. And now it's time to try and give our biggest offer to Trevor offered yet. A 4-year, $152 million contract offer worth $35 million per season, and he declines it. And now he says negotiations are officially done. Trevor Offord is set to become a free agent once this year is up, which means we have to bring back David Jackson to be potentially our #1 receiver next year. He signed a 3-year contract. Raheem Finch signed a 4-year deal. So 2 big players brought back, but now we're going to lose our X-Factor receiver, which I don't know how you replace a guy like that, but we're going to have to figure out how, because he's probably not going to take whatever offer we give him in the open market. But now talking about quarterbacks. Wagner again on a contract here where there's 5 quarterbacks in this draft. A perfect draft for us to look at because there's 5 first-round QBs, including Sean Lewis, who does get rid of the ball at the first sign of pressure, has some really good physical ratings, but the accuracies are kind of all over the place. He's got good under pressure, good play action, good throw on the run, but B deep accuracy, C medium, which I cannot get behind that. And then you got Nicholas Brennan, one of the other quarterbacks. The #2 guy on the board, another improviser just like Sean Lewis is. He's also got some pretty good physicals, only solid to good throw power, and his accuracies are a whole lot worse, so I'm going to pass on him. We're going to skip those 2 strong arm guys. I am not taking a strong arm quarterback. My favorite quarterback right now is this guy right here, a scrambler, Kevin Triplett. 4 years ago, I said I wanted to go after a scrambler archetype quarterback because those guys can just move us out of the pocket. They add a whole new level to your offense. And Triplett here has good accuracies, good under pressure, good throw on the run, good break sack, even good stamina, but also low carrying, which is going to be a concern for fumbles. But Wagner is having so far a career best year taking care of the ball, and also with the rating and with the wins. 6-0, a 105 rating, 14 touchdowns to 4 INTs. Does he deserve a big deal? We don't really know yet, but we have a lot of big decisions to make throughout this season, and we've already made one of them, or at least Trevor Offord did, becoming a free agent after this year is over. What do we do about that? What do we do about our quarterback? I'm not so sure yet, but we have options here in this next draft, and also, only one is supposed to go in the first round according to the mock drafts. Keep that in mind.